Ooh, update. There we go. Here we go. We're live. Welcome to the... Oh my goodness. Starting something brand new on the channel here. Daniel.
It's been a while, since we've been live.
It's been time since we've been live, man. It's been a long time. Let me go tweet this out over here as we're live for the live show. We got some power rankings to do because we love ourselves some power rankings. We're gonna go through it pretty quick. I don't know if anybody's here right now anyway, but you know what? Whatever. It don't matter. It doesn't matter.
We roll.
Yeah, exactly. We're rolling.
Let me turn my volume off here.
Yeah, I hear myself there. That's epic. We are...
the camera actually does look really good. Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
This is gonna be if you guys don't know who we are, I'm Chris. This is Daniel. We run the 450 Dead Center Baseball YouTube channel, and we're gonna be doing this thing called the 450 Dead Center Blue Jays live show, or whatever the heck we want to call it. You know what we're gonna be doing? We're gonna try to do our best to we're gonna do our best to recreate Blue Jays Central, because you know, there's some things in Blue Jays Central that we don't really like, you know, like the score bets. We won't do that bullshit here. We won't do that. I'm going to be honest. We won't. We're going to talk. Yeah, JC Lang, don't know who you are, but welcome to the stream.
Yeah,
You're welcome for the camera quality.
Thank you for the camera quality.
Yes, we'll try to interact with chat as much as we can, but we're gonna get straight on to the power rankings. I believe.
Yeah, let's do the power rankings. Or
yeah, I can do that right now.
The power rankings here, or whatever you want to do here, Chris. We got half an hour, basically.
We got half an hour. Yes, there we go. We got power rankings up on the. That's not it. We got power rankings up on the screen. Where's my tier list? On the screen right now. There we go. You could see it through the stream, right, Daniel?
Once it updates in a second.
Yes.
You just it got to the point where you accidentally clicked on me and made.
Yep. I know.
There you go. Now I can see the.
There you go. There, it went back to you. There we go. All right, so we got power rankings. We're gonna fly through the back half of this because that's just no one really cares about the back half teams. I'm gonna be honest.
Before we go any further, Chris, if you guys are watching either live and or later on, and you guys are not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below as well.
Yes, we're gonna try and do this every single week. I'm just saying, this is what we're gonna be doing. Let's start off with the standings right now, or not standings, but the power rankings. We're gonna try to update it every single week, so that'll be the plan. And I'm sure we got dead last right now. It has to be Oakland, right? They got a record of 10-45. He's probably gonna have the worst record in the history of baseball since like the 80s. Yes.
Just honestly, fly through the bottom like 10, Chris, or whatever, bottom 5, because they're terrible. Just slap them up on there.
Are we throwing the Cardinals up next? Because we're throwing the Royals because their record's really bad as well.
I wouldn't put them bottom 5, but I would put them close to the bottom.
White Sox are down there.
Yeah, throw White Sox up there. I would throw the Nationals there too.
And honestly, I kind of want to throw the Cardinals or the Cubs. Cardinals or Cubbies? What are we thinking here?
Over the Royals?
The Royals are already in. They're second.
Oh, are there? Sorry, it's taking a second on my end.
We got the A's, the Royals, the White Sox, the Nationals.
Yeah, you know what? Screw it.
Cardinals. You know, you're disappointing me. Why? I'm sure in their last 10 they're 5-5, but they are on a 2-game losing streak.
This team should be way ahead of 5-5. This team should be like almost where the Orioles are.
No, 100%.
You know, like this team should be way farther.
Yeah, just. Now, I'm going to share my screen on Discord so you can see it in real time. Okay. There we go. I only got 2 monitors. It's hard to do this with 2 monitors. All right, so then from 25 to 21, I think we got to throw at least the Cubbies in there. Got to throw the Cleveland Guardians in there. In no specific order right now. We have to throw the Colorado Rockies. Good for them not being in the bottom 5. Honestly, I respect it. I respect their performance. And what do we think of the Tigers or the Padres? Maybe both. Padres. We got the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah. I give a shout for the Padres. Even Reds is a shout.
Why can't I find the Tigers?
I would honestly throw the Reds over the Padres.
No, I'm good with that as well. So then the order. What are we thinking here? They're all bad. I'm gonna be honest. They're
if you're
terrible.
Just going based off, I think Detroit's number 1 in this thing.
Yep.
And then I would go Cubs. I would literally leave it like that.
Leave it like that? Yeah, this will be subject to change by the end of the week. This is a very basic power ranking.
Flip the Reds and the Cubs.
Reds and the Cubs. Okay.
There you go.
We'll go with that. Like we said, we're gonna update it as we go along throughout the throughout the week, and we'll see. Teams go maybe 5-5, maybe they go 6-4, maybe they go 10-0. We'll see what happens. All right, now we're getting to more of the spicy takes here. You know, we got 20-16 or 16-20. I think we got to throw at least the Phillies in there. Sorry, Philly fans. Sorry, Century. Yeah. We love you, my guy. The Padres have to be in that list as well.
I would throw them too. I would throw even the
Pittsburgh. They're sucking right now. They could argue to be even lower.
I would even throw the Twins there too.
The Twins? Really? NL Central leading Twins? Weird how they're all...
Like, they only got 27 wins. You know what I mean?
No, you're right. I mean, so do the Mets. Mets are 27-27.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the next team I would throw there, yeah.
I'm good with that as well. In their last 10, the Mets are what? Mets are 5 no, not 5-5. They are 6-4. So yeah.
And then out of all those teams there, I think the Padres is last. I
agree.
Phillies. I would put Phillies there. I would put the Mets,
Pirates like this.
Yeah.
Because like at least the Twins are leading the Central, right?
Yeah. You know what? No. Flip the Mets and the Pirates. You gotta run with the Pirates, right?
Yeah, I know. Screw it. I love the Pirates. Like, they're not leading their division anymore. I don't believe. No, they're not. But they were at one point, unlike the Mets. So
exactly.
Yeah. All right. Let's get 11-15 here.
Now, Chris, this is where the spicy people come.
This is where the spicy people come. I have to throw the Giants in there, even though they are in a wild card spot.
I say you throw the Giants,
Marlins,
the
Marlins, yep.
Angels,
okay.
Mariners. And I'm sorry, but I think we got to throw the Jays there.
No, yeah. I was gonna say the Jays as well. If you weren't gonna say it, I was gonna say it. But I would put the Jays number 1 here because we did just beat the Twins in a series, and we've had pretty tough schedule. But then again, we also play the AL East, and we should be winning more than 2 out of 11 games. Then maybe.
That's how you really feel. Go off.
Hey, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
Honestly, what are we doing?
We're Jays fans.
Out of the rest of that, Chris, I mean, like, I'd maybe say the Giants last. I don't even know. Like, it's all kind of, I feel like you can kind of mix those 4 around.
Like, I don't know. I like the color coordination of this.
Yeah, sure.
You know what? Screw it. You guys are all around the same. But now we got the big boys here, and the Texas Rangers in the top 10, and Boston for some reason. Honestly, you could even throw Boston in this range as well. I think Boston has to be last.
Yeah, Boston's got to be last in the other one.
Yeah,
Sneaky good
agree.
Season. I never even realized the D-backs are having a pretty good season. I didn't even realize.
I'm digging the D-backs. They're 30-23 right now. I think they're higher than 9th at least. Maybe the Brewers. They're 28-25.
I think you go Brewers. I think it goes Red Sox like backwards, right?
Yeah,
Red Sox, Brewers, and then D-backs.
D-backs, okay.
And then I would say Astros because they're technically worse than the Rangers right now.
Technically, yes. So then we'll pull the Rangers top 5. Or you were throwing the Rangers in the top 5.
I was gonna say, screw the Yankees.
Yeah, screw the Yankees. You're absolutely right. We're not Yankee fans here.
Yeah, what are we gonna give the Yankees love? No.
We don't do that here.
No.
Plus, Tampa, Texas, Baltimore, and on the other side, who is it? The Dodgers or something? They got better records.
Dodgers and Braves.
Yeah, Dodgers and Braves. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Yankees don't deserve top 5.
Yankees can go number 6. I'll be nice for them, but
we'll be nice.
Top 5 right now.
I'm sure Tampa's number 1. It's quite obvious. Baltimore, I have to say number 2.
I'm putting Baltimore 2.
No, they have to be number 2. Good. They're good.
Love on Baltimore.
I love Baltimore, man. I hate when we play them now though. So what are we thinking here? What are we thinking? Like this?
Or
like that?
Yeah, do that. I mean,
what's the Dodgers record?
They're like really identical between the Dodgers and Braves, so I would say whoever's got a better record right now.
Texas has a better record than all 2 of these.
Oh, really?
So yes, they are 2 more wins than the Angels, not the Angels, the Braves and the Dodgers. So yeah, interesting. So that's what we got,
guys. This is week 1. We're gonna do it next week. It could change. We'll literally keep the same format and then just adjust it on the fly. I think so. I would.
Yeah, what we're gonna do? Take a screenshot of it if you guys want to. Yeah, this is our power rankings. We're going to move over to the news/stats segment over here, where I'm going to be pulling up FanGraphs.
While you transition, Chris, I'll answer some of the chat here while we're going.
I already transitioned.
Oh, wow, that was smooth. Okay, go
ahead. Yeah, and I was thinking of, honestly, instead of just doing news today, I'm just going back 2 weeks and looking at the last 2 weeks of the Blue Jays, because we are a Blue Jays podcast here.
Yes, and as Ratchet says here, shout out Ratchet, thank you for watching the stream.
Welcome.
They say, let's avoid having a month like this again. I agree.
Bro, If we have another month like this, I'm just gonna be finished, man.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think I agree. I think and Luca, who coming in here next. Thank you for showing out, Luca. He says hopefully June is much better. I mean, I agree. I think May was one of our worst months by far.
Oh, by far.
He just said May was rough, man. May was a rough month.
May was bad. Like, we can't really sugarcoat it at this point. Like, May was terrible. It was not what we needed to perform. The pitching was honestly not terrible, but we'll take a look at the last 2 weeks here. Obviously, Bo Bichette, you can see it on screen.
Is there any way you can get our faces on the screen as well while you're sharing, or is that like something off screen?
And we might have to do that off screen.
Off screen? All right, we'll get it for next week then.
We'll get it for next week. We'll get our faces on. Okay. I know Julia wants to see your face, Daniel, but
I know.
It's
anyhow.
We'll do it later.
To continue with the 2 weeks here.
Yeah, we're looking at stats here. Bo Bichette, absolutely killing it. Remember, this is only a 30-minute pregame show, and soon after, in the last 10 minutes, we're going to be previewing the week ahead. So that'll be quite fun. Bo Bichette, what can you say? In the last 2 weeks, Buddy has been 54% better than the average player.
Buddy literally carried my fantasy team this week against you.
I know. Daniel destroyed me in fantasy this week.
I crushed him, and it was all because of Bo.
Yeah, so, it was all because of Bo. If we're looking at WRC Plus, Kevin Kiermaier was good. Matty C was actually pretty solid. Good to see Matt Chapman in the last 2 weeks doing pretty good, hitting 285. That's something you love to see.
Kiermaier had a nice little run there.
Hitting 319.
I want to highlight Vladdy's numbers there. 284, 350 on base, 463 slugging. I've liked Vladdy's at bats lately. I think he has an approach. Mm-hmm. And I think he's hitting the ball hard. He's just kind of getting unlucky. I don't know if you would say the same quote as me. So
by the way, I accidentally did this for the full season, not the last 2 weeks. So we're gonna restart this, and I was gonna say, I'm like, Vladdy does not have a bunch of home runs in the last 2 weeks. So
what is Vladdy's
minus Nathan Lucas? Everybody has been pretty solid. George Springer has actually been the best hitter on this team, with a 188 WRC plus. Bo Bichette's been good. Danny Bombs has been good. Espinal, not bad. Kevin Biggio was been an absolute GOAT recently. You love to see it. Vladdy,
easy there.
35 WRC plus. He's been bad.
I think eye test wise he hasn't though. I don't know if it's about me.
And I think it's just you, Daniel. He's got a 192 batting average in the last 2 weeks.
Luca here in the chat say it too. He says he's not liked Vladdy's at bats. They've frankly been quite terrible. Maybe I'm just thinking of just the couple I saw. He did really good.
I think you're probably thinking of that 20-1 game where he went 3 for 5 with like a home run or a grand slam off of a position player.
Yeah, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it. I did hear at the letters talk about it today, saying he just looks off at the plate, which could be true.
You know what's the scary part though? Even more off is Dalton Varsho.
Yeah. Let's highlight this Dalton Varsho here.
It's worse than Vladdy's, and Vladdy has been bad. They both have lost us wins in terms of their Fangraphs war.
Varsho was such a high piece coming into this, especially because of what we gave up to him.
Right.
And if you look at it, you don't have to pull it up, but I know Lourdes and Moreno are killing it in Arizona right now, and they're a huge reason why they're doing so good.
Especially Gurriel.
Yeah. They're doing so good, and Varsho's kind of here. He's kind of struggling. I don't know. Varsho's looked rough. Even defensively, I've thought he's looked rough. I don't know if that's just me.
I think defensively he's been okay. He's, +1 defensive or 0.1 defensive WAR, so he's not cost us anything. Vladdy's actually cost us a whole game, which could be. I would like that to be a little bit better. But let's talk about the good things, because I hate talking about the negatives. Springer and Bo.
First good thing.
Springer and Bo.
I will actually. I'm just gonna jump back here to Vladdy because I just wanted to read Luca's comment here.
Yeah.
We were talking about Vladdy's at bats being bad, which I'm agreeing with now. But he says he's hitting the ball hard still, which is a good sign. Which maybe that's what I was getting confused with. Mm-hmm. Vladdy's still ripping the ball. He's just swinging at bad pitches. And I know you want to talk about Springer and Bo. Let's talk about an unsung hero here, Chris, and Danny Jansen.
I thought you were going to say Kevin Biggio. Yeah, I mean...
No.
Sure, yeah, Danny Jansen is on the injured list now, but in the last 2 weeks, 35 plate appearances, that's pretty solid. It's about like 1 week of play, I guess you could say.
He's got 2 walk-offs, Chris. 2 walk-offs in the last 2 weeks. Like,
it's a good. No, that's a good point. I do love Danny Dingers. You know, got three bombs, 8 RBIs. You know, pretty solid numbers for our catcher who started off the season quite rough.
Exactly. I think he said he's rebounded nicely in May. Not. I think he's still got more to give. He's still going to be a little bit better, but he's been nice. Aside from the 2 ahead of us, you know, but Bo and Springer, you're expecting these guys to be top of the lineup guys, right? Jansen, you're not. So.
Yeah, and also another guy who's turning it around recently is Alejandro Kirk. In the last 2 weeks, his average. I love Big Daddy Kirk. His average is 297 actually in the last couple weeks, but his on base percentage is 316. So it seems like he's not taking the walks as he is anymore, and that sort of plays with his 86 WRC plus. So he's been a little bit below average, but if he's getting on base or if he's hitting 300, like I'll take it.
Well, you think really Jansen and Kirk are splitting the games, right? So
yeah.
Aside from DHing every now and then, right? They've been DHing, but realistically, they're doing a 50-50 split somewhat. So if we can have 2 above average catchers, I think that's a win for us for sure.
Oh, 100% is a win for us.
And so let's move on to Bo and Springer because I know you wanted to talk about them.
They've been amazing.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Like, thank God Springer's hitting again because with Vladdy struggling, like we need someone at the top of the order to be good. And Springer's doing that. Bo is just an absolute machine this year.
Bo is an RBI machine. I am sorry.
He's unbelievable. Like I don't even know how to describe
RBIs in the last month.
That's number 1 on the team. I mean, that's the last 2 weeks for Springer, so that's really good.
Chris, interesting question here from the chat from JC Lang.
Yes.
What do you think of Brandon Belt? They've asked.
I think Brandon Belt should start wearing a cup. That's for sure. You can really see. You can really see the definition of his area down there when they zoom in on him. That's what I think of Brandon Bell. And what's he doing in the 4 spot on Saturday's game, watching 2 out of 3 strikes down the middle with bases juiced, or something like that. Runner was on second.
Yeah, whatever. Runners at first and third, I think. Anyhow, whatever. He had a bad at bat, but I thought he's had a really nice May considering how terrible April was for him.
It's definitely been better. He's hitting 270 the last 2 weeks, and obviously in, I think, entirety of May, I think it's over 300. So that's pretty good for him. I respect the Brandon Belt hate sometimes.
I was gonna say this is a guy that we were talking at the start of the year. Remember, should we just DFA him already?
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Honestly, I'll straight up say it. Like that's what I was saying. And let's just go into the pitching stats real quick.
Yeah, move to the pitching here.
Let's see, where's splits last 14 days. So we can do this in the last like 3 minutes here. Whatever. 3 minutes of this segment here, and then we're gonna move on to the week ahead. So who's been good, who's been bad? I mean, we can
Alek Manoah's terrible this week.
Let's just give it by WAR because that's how we do. Yeah. Manoah, last 2 weeks, we're 14th. 617. Dang it, Fangraph. 617 ERA. Yeah. Bad.
Manoah, I'm
sorry. 747. 747.
We got a video coming out Wednesday about Alek Manoah, guys. Make sure to check it out. It's a great watch. I'm not going to say too much because we say a lot in that video about Manoah.
Yes.
He's got to figure some stuff out.
Unsung hero of this team recently. Besides Gosman, obviously. Brios has been fantastic. Holy cow. Yeah. Nate Pearson and Trevor Richards and Anthony Bass. Well, Popcorn Guy's doing good. Good for Bass. Nate Pearson, 2.45 ERA. Where is Tim Meza? 0 ERA. Buddy hasn't given up a run since like the first game of the season. He's been so good.
You know what? The bullpen has not it hasn't been great. Don't get me wrong.
Garcia.
The bullpen's either been good or horrendous.
Yes. Very bad.
Right? So those are the only options. Like you said, Mesa's pitched well. Bass has kind of pitched well too. Romano struggled a little bit, but he's done okay, I would say.
Yes.
I've been impressed with Nate Pearson. I think we talk about this guy. To me, he's a high leverage guy if they can track him into it.
Yeah, no, and like we just saw this in the chat from Ratchet, and Richards did 3 innings that one game, which really saved the bullpen. So, I mean, like the Silver Fox is what Gate 14 calls him. We got to give him a shout out of the week. Good job, Trevor Richards. 150 ERA. How many innings? In 6 innings pitched. Beautiful. I mean Nate Pearson was good too.
3 innings a game ago really helped us stay in the game. You know what I mean? So
100%.
The bullpen's not terrible. It's still got. It's not finished though. You know what I mean? There is some pieces
Yeah.
to be added. I think like
No,
Eric Swanson had a
exactly.
really, really bad week. I don't think he's going to be that bad over and over again. You know what I mean?
No,
Uh,
exactly. He won't be that
Jay
bad again.
Jackson, I'm sorry, you're probably not going to pitch on this team for much longer.
Yeah, I think he's a
Yeah.
very low leverage guy. But we got 10 minutes left. Let's go into the week previews here as we move on over
Great
here.
way
We
to
got
show my
you full
face.
screen. Yes,
Yeah.
we are showing our faces now for the second time in this podcast. And Daniel, you want to just pull up the schedule real quick?
Yeah, no, for sure. Let me Google because that's.
And we'll talk about the matchups. See, maybe do some predictions.
I know it's Brewers Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Right.
so that'll be fun. And then I'm
Mhm.
just trying to see who's after them. But you want to talk about the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? What do you think so far with the Brewers? I
Yeah,
mean, we
I
put them
just
pretty
want to see
high
the
in our power
matchup.
rankings.
Brewers are pretty high in their power rankings. They're about sort of close to where the Jays are. I think whoever wins this series will probably just swap out, you know. And one will make the top 10,
Brewers
one
and
won't.
then Mets on the weekend in New York.
So I know we are facing Scherzer and Verlander in that series, so that's probably a 2 out of 3 L. But though we somehow hit for Scherzer, which is kind of weird. But let's start with the Brewers. Who are the pitching matchups that are likely?
Why won't it show me on the computer? Hang on, I'm having some technical difficulties here.
I just use the score, man. That's the easiest.
I was using my
So we
phone
got.
for so.
I just hit my computer. We got
got
Adrian Hauser and the GOAT Yusei Young Kikuchi. Hauser's got a 2.25 ERA, so I think we might take the L this game.
It's a tough matchup, but you know what? Yusei Kikuchi here, Chris. I'm just saying.
I mean, I feel like he'll dice up the Brewers. It's one of those games, you know? Like, I'm feeling it.
I'm feeling it too. I mean, yeah, Yusei, and then
Wednesday
on the 31st is Julio Tyron versus Alek Manoah. So
ERAs aren't looking good for us again. Tyron's got a 1.80 ERA and Manoah's got a 5.5. But you know, I feel like I'm back in Manoah at this game. I don't know, something about it.
You know what? I'm still back in Kikuchi game 1.
Yeah.
And I'm back in Manoah game 2, I think.
I like it.
I'm gonna be at that game, and it's also Bo Bichette giveaway. So if anyone's going down to the Jays game this week, that's a great day to go.
Yep. And then game 3 is Freddie Peralta and the Gosman. What are we thinking there?
I mean, I think you have to back Gosman. You know what I mean?
So are we back in a sweep?
I can't do that. You know what? I'm gonna say a 2 out of 3. I think we win the first, lose the second, win the third.
Yeah. Okay. You think we lose the Manoah start? Honestly, I'm gonna back a sweep here. For some reason, I got a feeling like the Jays, I think, have the best like winning percentage against non-American League teams. I think in the MLB over the last couple years. So you know what? I'm backing it. We swept the Braves. We're gonna sweep the Brewers here. Let me know what you guys think.
You know what? I support it, Chris, because at this point, like, what do we got to lose? They had such a bad stretch. We're coming up against teams that are gonna be good. Like, yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. I was just gonna move on to the Mets here, Chris. They don't have the matchups yet up for those.
They
teams.
don't. But
They're
for us, it'll be Bassett, Barrios, Kikuchi again, or the other way around, Barrios, Bassett.
Kikuchi, and you said we're probably gonna get Scherzer in there
and Verlander. I know that
and
for a fact.
Verlander. So I don't know, man.
So who's their 3? Carlos Carrasco?
I think so.
Carrasco, yeah, it could be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I back Kikuchi. I like Kikuchi. I like him in the Rogers.
Again?
I think he's got to do good.
Honestly, I'm gonna back the Barrios start. I think we go with 2-1 in that Mets series, but we win. So overall, the week we go 4-2, the sweep, and then 1 win.
I think that's totally doable.
Mm-hmm.
The way this team is constructed, I think they have the real possibility to do that.
Yeah, for sure. We just need to get the bats going. That's the biggest thing. If they don't hit, we're not gonna win.
No, you're totally right. We definitely do need to get the bats going. A lot of people in the chat here are saying that we're probably gonna lose the Manoah start.
That's fair.
Luca says straight up that Manoah's gonna get shelled. So,
what is big boy Rowdy Tellez gonna hit off Manoah?
He does make a good point here, though, Chris, that Verlander has not been good this year.
He hasn't, but there's been a lot of bad pitchers that pitch only good against the Jays, and that seems to be a common trend. Also, like guys coming up in the minors who have like a 6 year in the minors, they shell against the Jays. Like this year, I think some guy almost threw a no-hitter against us. So I have no idea. I don't have any expectations for the Verlander
I
game.
can't bet against Verlander. You know what I mean?
Wait. Hold on. Is it Verlander in the Rogers Center or in the Mets Stadium?
Oh, Verlander. It's 3 games at the Rogers Center. Then we're going to the Queens.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, I was gonna say if it's Verlander in the Rogers Center, we're probably getting no hit. But we're not in the Rogers Center, so.
I mean, yeah, Verlander. Yeah, man. I can't bet against Verlander. He's just too good. I know he's got a 5 ERA, like you're saying, Luca, but that guy's a fine wine. He gets better and better with age. So
yeah,
who knows? I'm back you, Chris. 4-2 is probably the best thing we can go here.
Yeah, 4-2. I respect it. In the comments, guys, or in the live chat, Luca, you've been very active. Appreciate it. Ratchet and JC Lang, y'all are the real ones. What do you guys think? Jays are going what? Are we going 6-0, 5-1, 4-2, 3-3, 2-4, 1-5, or 0-6? Let us know what you guys think. We'll read it off and then we'll end it here. I think it's going to be Verlander versus Brios. That would be a big start.
That'd be a good matchup.
That would be a good matchup, and Brios is going to shove out in Queens.
While they're going to drop their predictions in here, Chris, I really want to end every week with a player to watch or our key player.
Go ahead.
Who do you have this week?
Player to watch this week.
Yeah. Offense
for
or
me,
defense?
Offensively, I'm going to go with Vlad because he's been struggling recently. We know he had that small knee injury, but now it's been a couple weeks off of that. I think this is the big week for Vlad to really show what he can do. And if he's not performing, if he's hitting 167 again for another week, I think you have to drop him in the order. But if he's hitting good, I think he'll keep it. And yeah, he's hitting balls hard. He just got to get in the air more. So I want to watch Vlad this week.
I think my guy, similar to you, is Matt Chapman. Chapman started off so good, MVP type. And he was okay towards the end of the May.
Yeah.
But we're heading into June now. Can he get back to that hot start? Or is that just a fluke and now he's just going to be the Matt Chapman that we see every year where he hits 250, 260, plays good defense, which honestly, his defense has been terrible lately. So who knows?
Yeah, we don't really know
what's going on. But I think Chapman's a key guy to watch. Everyone in the chat here. So Ratchet's going 3-3 for the week.
Luca says 4-2.
And Lucas says 4-2, and also players for him to watch: Vlad and Varsho. I think Varsho's a good shout.
Varsho's a good shout as well. Also, I'd say Manoah.
Yeah, Manoah's an obvious one.
Yes, because if Manoah doesn't pitch well,
turn around, man.
Yeah, if Manoah doesn't pitch well, it's over. It's over. Hopefully, in the coming weeks, I believe next week there's a game on Monday, so we'll be doing a live game preview. We'll take a look at the batting lineups for the game. Maybe go over the predictions, I guess the betting, I guess you could say the odds of favorite or whatever. Yeah, the odds, whoever's going to win the game. We'll check that out. Obviously, we're going to upgrade our power rankings. Going to do that every single week for the first 10 minutes. With that being said, thank you guys so much for coming out to the first live show. This is the first live show. Luca, JC Lang, Ratchet, y'all are real ones for speaking in the chat. Any last words, Daniel?
Go Blue Jays. I don't know what to say. Thanks for everyone coming out. Go Blue Jays. We'll see you guys all next week.
Yeah, and Luca just said Bo has less errors than Chapman, so we'll end it on that. Yeah, that's crazy. All right. See you guys next